Hey y'all. Just kidding. I've been told that now that I live in the South, I need to use that greeting a little bit more, but it still doesn't feel natural to me. So I think I'm gonna stick with the hey everyone, how's it going for now. So what's up everyone? I wanted to talk to you a little bit about web design. So as I've mentioned in my prior blogs, I've been working on the Experience Wicked website prior to our June 1st brand launch. And I wanted to talk a little bit about the tools and resources that I've been using. So this is an unpaid ad and testimonial for Squarespace, but that is the tool I've been using to develop our Experience Wicked website. And I actually do have some history of working with Squarespace. I've used them in the past for different websites that I've built for myself personally, just some blogs that I've put out there on the internet around DFS and things of that nature. And in the past, I feel like I never really tapped into the full potential of Squarespace because I feel like it's really developed and meant for creatives, those who want to highlight photos, art, pictures, things of that nature, and less for those who are trying to highlight written word or text. So while using Squarespace for Experience Wicked, I feel like I've learned a lot about the site, and then I've been able to unleash some really cool features, and I've really enjoyed using it. And I wanted to just talk to you all a little bit about that in case anyone is thinking about building their own Squarespace website for either their personal brand, highlighting their personal art, or if they're doing it for a business. It's also great for highlighting restaurants, highlighting boutiques, if you're in the clothing industry, highlighting your photography business, whatever it is. It's I think, a really great resource to use. So first thing I want to talk about is just the pricing. I think the pricing is fairly reasonable. $20 to get your domain registered. That's an annual, one-time annual fee. Then they also have different plans for building the website. So they give you 2 weeks to go on and actually test out different designs, begin to develop your website before you actually have to purchase a website. And if you want to continue to use the template and actually publish it live, you do need to pay for it at that point. But it's nice that they give you that time to play around with the site, get used to the features, pick a design that works for you, make sure that the templates are actually going to fit your business needs before actually making you purchase it. And then they have a couple different plans. They have a personal plan that starts at $12 per month if you buy it on an annual fee, on an annual basis. And then they also have business plans, which gives you some access to premium features. And that's the one that we're using currently for our account. They also have online stores or merchandising plans available as well that actually allow you to conduct business directly through your website, which is a newer feature. When I first started using Squarespace a couple of years ago, I don't think that they actually had that. So it's a pretty nice feature. We're not at the point yet with Experience Wicked that we want to start merchandising stuff directly to the site, but to have that as an option if we eventually want to build an online store to sell our prints, to sell merchandise, anything like that, it's really nice to have that option without having to switch providers or anything like that. So I think the pricing and the plans are pretty good, and you have a lot of different options for different features across the different plans there. Additionally, the functionality, like I said, I never really got to take full advantage of it when I was using it in the past more for blogging. And now that we're actually using it to highlight our photography, I think that there's a lot of cool features that I was underutilizing or not utilizing at all in the past. So they have probably 30 or 40 different templates that you can choose from. We chose a pretty sleek design. I forget off the top of my head what exactly it was called. It was something with a C. But it's a sleek design. It's very intuitive and easy to use. It's easy to upload pictures directly to the website, get them laid out in the way that you want. The image quality is fantastic. And I think one of the other great benefits of using Squarespace is they actually now build all of their websites or help you build all of your websites so they automatically utilize responsive design. What's responsive design for those of you less familiar with web development? Responsive design allows you to take a website and see it across different devices and screen sizes. So a website that's being built purely for a computer that does not utilize responsive design, if you look at that on a smartphone or even a tablet, you'll have to scroll over the website back and forth because you're supposed to be using for a screen that's this big instead of a screen that's this big or this big. So Squarespace automatically gives you 3 designs or automatically creates your template into 3 designs. So if you're viewing it on a computer, a tablet, or a smartphone, it'll take that and transform your website automatically for you, so no work has to be done on your end. I've checked it out already between my iPad, my iPhone, and my Mac, and it works seamlessly, and I really like the way that it transforms it, and it keeps the content, doesn't jeopardize or compromise the quality of any of the content that we've been putting on there so far in our beta phases of building the website. So that's great. I have basically zero web coding background, so I am somewhat familiar with HTML, not even HTML5. HTML I learned back in college like 5 or 6 years ago, and you don't have to know any sort of web design, any sort of coding to use Squarespace, which is a huge bonus as well. If you do have that knowledge though, they do have the ability for you to actually inject your own code directly into their templates to change styles, to change things the way that you want. So you do have that ability to actually adjust or further modify their templates, or if you're working with a web designer on the outside, they can inject their code directly into the Squarespace template. So it gives you additional ability to modify templates, which I think is really great as well. The last thing that I think is really cool that Squarespace does is it also connects you or sets you up, helps set you up with the G Suite, so you can create an email for your domain and for your business. I think that with it you get a first month credit. I think it's like $5 or $10 to the G Suite and your Google accounts. So it's, it's not a lot of money, $5 or $10, but it's a free month of it, and then you could sign up for the annual plan, I think directly through Squarespace, and it will bill it directly to Google. So it's another cool feature as well. So it gives you a lot of ability, whether you're a person or building a personal brand and you don't need a email or any business stuff for your account, you just want to use that as a way to highlight your art, highlight your photography. Great tool to use. Or if you're building a business and you're building a online place to highlight your work, to highlight your craft, is also a really great resource for that as well, especially for someone who doesn't have any sort of web design experience. So hopefully you all found this helpful. If anyone's interested in building a website, I definitely recommend checking them out. I know there are other providers out there that I haven't actually used, so I can't say whether Squarespace is better or worse than any of them, but I do know from my own personal experience, it really has fit our need with Experience Wicked. So hopefully that's helpful for some of you who are thinking about developing your own site. If anyone has any comments, feedback, definitely make sure to drop a comment here on this video. Pop over to YouTube if you're watching this on Instagram to subscribe to my YouTube channel to continue to get these videos. Like the video, share it with a friend if you know someone who's trying to develop a website, or even if you know someone who has website development experience that thinks they might have good feedback for me, things that I should be thinking about when developing our Squarespace site, or potentially looking at other vendors. So the other thing I wanted to mention is our strategy around the website, because we're just talked about the website. I figured it's a good time to interject that too. So we are planning a launch of our Instagram account on June 1st. I think what we're going to do at the website is actually hold off for a couple weeks to actually launch the website in addition to the Instagram account, because a lot of the content that we're going to be pumping out there Instagram is already going to be preloaded into the website here. So we've been collecting a lot of different pictures, going to restaurants, bars, etc. here in Nashville. We also have some pictures from our trip to Hawaii and some other places that we've been. So we have some content, a content library that we're building up, a nice little portfolio. And rather than launch it all out on the website and maybe disincentivize people to view the Instagram account, what we're going to do is get most of it out on Instagram first and then launch the website, and then as we bring in new content, continue to upload them simultaneously to the website as well as the Instagram account. We're also going to be doing some stuff on the website, reviewing our favorite places in Nashville, putting out recipes, things like that. So it's taking time to develop some of those blogs for the website as well. So we'll see if the strategy pays off, so check back in a couple months. Maybe we are going to look back at this and say, damn, we really wish we launched the website the same day we launched Instagram. Who knows? But it'll be interesting to check back to see if this strategy works. So thanks everyone for watching, and I will definitely check back in if there's more to share later.